Dragon.
That's not possible. Reptiles and mammals cannot co-breed like that to create a dragon.
As we know.
Well, that's not how biology works. Their species are
Maybe
too far apart.
they didn't study the biology.
Hello! My name is Ben.
Welcome.
And I'm Nate.
And I'm Joe. And this is Trivial Trivia.
Season 3.
Yeah.
3 times better. You're supposed to say third time's a charm.
And for the main topic today, the Jersey Devil. Is it real or is it a hoax? So this legend of the Jersey Devil arose around the 1700s. And there's mixed variations on it, whether it's like kind of like a goat human kind of thing. But most of the stories revolve around it being born or arriving from Leeds Point, Galloway, New Jersey.
You know where that
That
is?
answered my question.
It's in Leeds Point, Galloway, New Jersey.
Do you know where that is? I know you're from Jersey.
I don't think he knows.
You know.
No.
He's more of a Brooklyner.
It's near Atlantic County.
Do you know where that is? Do you know where any of these places are? It doesn't matter if
exactly,
you know.
no.
It doesn't matter, but I'm
No,
just...
not exactly.
You're always repping. Well, you can't prove the whatever.
Alright.
Guess he's not a real Jersey boy. Just kidding. I don't know.
Well, there are certain claims to it and incidents occurring with it over the years. In 1980, actually, Wharton State Forest Chief Ranger Alan McFarlane saw something that was very gross and also very mysterious. He found pigs, but they had been like killed, but their backs of their heads were eaten and their bodies were scratched and torn from the back, like from the top.
So
and
like down the spine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there were no tracks or surrounding bodies or blood anywhere around them. It was just merely...
So were they moved then? Because there's no like carnage around them. It's just the beings itself, like the dead pigs.
So what it's the creature, the Jersey Devil, is said to be like a goat-like kind of human kind of creature, but it also
Has
wings, and that's the deal, was that there were no footsteps around it.
Yeah.
So maybe it would like flew in and attacked them, which is possible. Another incident is in 1993. Forest Ranger John Irwin was driving along the Molucca River when he saw a strange creature blocking the road ahead of him. He said it was about like 6 feet and with horns and black fur. And again, he said he stared at it for several minutes before it moved, like it just went back into the forest.
Mm.
So again, it's sort of going on the same path of it being like a sort of a furry goat, something
fur baby,
something big, tall. Okay.
Do you know what that is, Nate? Are you
Wait,
confused?
I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest.
It's like a dog that
the
person raised
Like
as
a
a
puppy?
child. No, like when someone treats a pet as if it were a human child.
Maybe
That's what a fur baby is.
Maybe it needed that fur baby treatment.
Well, it technically was supposed to be born of a human.
So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
The first fur baby.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So how do we believe that this Jersey Devil came about?
The numerous legends is that it was basically like born from what I said again in Leeds Point, Galloway. There were numerous like legend mysteries for it being born of like a woman giving birth to some weird deformed child, and that's what it's supposed to be, is a deformed child.
So they didn't want the child, so they gave him away to the woods.
In some legends, the deformed child,
goat raised him.
Not exactly,
What?
no. In some legends, the deformed child actually ate the rest of her children.
Oh my!
Yeah.
But that's one of them out of many of them, and
But
again, with all of them, all leaning towards being false, too. Mostly just legends. The most recent incident occurred in 2015 in Galloway Township, actually.
So this is the same place it was born.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was It's because it's not the same. It's like the same area.
Okay, but it's like a new.
This is now township.
Thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, a resident, David Black, said he was driving along Route 9 near a golf course when he saw what he thought was a llama walking out of the tree line.
Loot llama.
And then he said he saw it spread its wings and fly away. And here's the image right here.
You need to send that to me so I can make the audience see it. Nate is dying.
Oh my.
From tuberculosis and yellow fever.
So, all in all, kind of leans towards hoax, I would say, even with the incidents and the evidence that they claim we have right here. What do you guys think? Hoax? Real?
Probably a hoax, but did you see anything in relation to possibly being a skinwalker? Because it sounds very similar to some of the stuff we talked about in the Skinwalker episode, which was like episode 4 of last season?
Sure.
5, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
There have been, like, claims that it could be supernatural or, like, tied with aliens, possibly, but...
Would
It's
be
like
a creeper.
For the supernatural, like a demon? Basically, like a corporal demon?
Yeah.
Like a Anunnaki.
What?
Never mind. That's a whole nother episode.
Apparently it is. Don't know what it is. So, I don't know.
I'm thinking
Cool. Right.
it could be realistic, but I don't think it's real in the way we think. I think maybe, you know how there's ligers and stuff? Maybe
Yes.
other animals had relations, and it's some type of combined animal. Could be.
That would actually make sense. It would be something interesting, though, because goats are not 6 feet long, nor do they have wings. The wings part does not make sense.
Dragon.
That's not possible. Reptiles and mammals cannot co-breed like that to create a dragon.
As we know.
Well, that's not how biology works. Their species are
Maybe
too far apart.
they didn't study the biology.
Well, you know how tigers and lions are very similar? They're both big cats. They can create another big cat. But a reptile, like a dragon, which is currently not alive, if it ever was...
I don't know.
That's a topic for another time.
The megalodon might be upon us.
But that's not a dragon. It's an underwater
It's a sea
shark.
dragon.
It's a sea shark.
Well, eels are closer to dragons than sharks.
That's actually kind of...
Well,
the
actually, no,
eels
they're not.
are
They're both
evolved
fish.
dragons.
No, they're both fish. I can't think of any... Alligators. Fine, alligators are closer to dragons than sharks because alligators
on
actually...
a sea shark.
It is. It's a shark in the sea. Did I add an extra word? Yes.
Why
But
do you
am I also
remember
correct?
that?
Also,
Why do you
yes.
have to think about that, bro? Would you guys
Wasn't
ever
it a shark
work?
already?
Would you guys ever work as a forest ranger?
No, not because of fear of the Jersey Devil, just because I have no interest in being a forest ranger. Do I like hiking?
That's a diss. That sounds like
If
a
you
diss.
what if you got paid like I don't know,
No, it's just not.
200,000 a year
I mean, if I had time to have
for a
another
night
job,
shift and you have to like go out in the woods at night?
Oh, no.
I mean, if I had time to have a second job, it's just I want to do something that's not being a
It's
forest
not-
ranger. It's
that
nothing.
is not the
nothing
question I'm look-
against
that's not
being
the
a
answer I'm
forest
looking for,
ranger.
my
It's
guy.
just I want to do
Just say
something
you're
else.
scared. Just say you're
I
scared.
don't mind going out in the forest at night.
The Appalachians. A lot of people go missing there.
Well, just don't. I don't know. I
Maybe
don't know.
that's
It's just
what-
not my interest. What about you, Nate? Would you do it?
I mean, yeah, it's a lot of
I've
money.
heard too
It
many
is a lot of
stories
money.
out there.
But that's like, I don't know, man. There's some weird stuff out there.
Exactly.
Indeed.
Like people, creepers, Minecraft zombies. Okay.
I was about to make a same joke.
Well, this has been a good subject, young
It
man.
is.
Yeah, I would say that concludes our discussion on the Jersey Devil You decide, is it real? Is it not real? We lean towards not real. Possibly something else involved with something else. Not just the...
But let us know in the comments below, or if you've had any encounters yourself.
Yes.
Let us know your scary stories.
What kind of Jersey Devils have you been seeing?
What kind of Jersey Devils are inside of you?
I don't know. Okay. We're going to move on now to the Flirtman of the Day by Joe.
Oh.
So iPad's on the floor. And cut. Whenever you're ready.
Okay, hold up. Stop. It's loading in. Okay. Well, I mean, there's ads. And the Flirterman of today is Flirterman arrested after hurling sausage at his brother's face.
Nice.
Flirterman was taken to jail after deputies said he took a sausage and struck his brother in the face with it. Struck his brother upon the face.
Oh, man.
Upon the face. What?
Okay, man. Strike.
He said striked, not
Okay.
strike. Strike is a correct word. Striked is not. Struck is.
His
I gotta get it right.
60-year-old Ray Allen and his brother, his older sibling, were arguing, and he decided to use sausage in the equation. And, whoop. Yeah. He was charged with domestic battery.
He was arrested for that?
Well, it is assault
Correct.
and battery.
I mean...
Assault is imminent fear of bodily harm, and battery is physical contact.
The emergency team, they went to their house and they had to clean out the guy's eye.
Oh my
because
gosh.
the juices got in or something.
Oh.
Wow.
Was his eye, like, okay, or...
Yes.
Alright, nice. I mean... if your brother hits you with the sausage...
They did not say what type of sausage was used.
Oh. Could have been a jalapeno sausage. That would have hurt.
That would have hurt.
Yeah. I mean...
I feel like that's brotherly love.
Yeah,
I don't know why
Ben,
they're overreacting for real.
You'd take a sausage to the face for your brother?
Would I, in protection of someone?
From
or
your brother?
hit him with
From
a
your brother?
sausage? Or be hit by a sausage? What is the question you're asking me, Nate?
Both.
You mean I said three things. Making sure no one else gets hit with the sausage. I take the hit. Hitting someone or being hit.
Being hit.
Being hit. So
Yeah.
the last one. Would I be hit? I'd rather not. I'd rather just eat it than be hit. Like if he's going to waste his sausage, just give it to me to
Catch it
eat.
into your mouth.
Because I would like to eat it. That's the guy who hit his brother?
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
He's
Ray
a lot
Allen.
older than I thought he would be.
60-year-old.
Wow, you done that? I figured like 20s or 30s. He was 60 fighting his brother with the sausage.
Yeah, that's kind of goofy, bro.
I mean, hey, I don't know what his life was
I don't
like.
know why they called the police for real, but hey,
Yeah, it's a sausage. I mean, yeah, you got.
you
hit in the
never
eye,
know
but-
what happens behind closed doors.
That's
Unless
true.
you call the police.
There
and
could have
they open
been
the
more
doors.
going on with that sausage.
True. Well, is that all, or should we move on to the movie of the day?
Time for the movie of today.
All right.
And for the movie
Of
breakdown of the
today.
day, The Social Network.
Yay!
What a good one.
It was a good one.
This movie follows the creation of Facebook, following Mark Zuckerberg as a younger self,
As a younger self.
in college, just out of college, because he...
That
Dropped
robot
out.
of a man.
Did he?
Yeah, he dropped out.
Well, basically, the
Seems less
movie
likely.
follows the beginnings of him, starting it with his friend Eduardo, and they basically just they run through it. They're creating it. It's taking a step each time, getting bigger and bigger throughout the movie. But also throughout the movie, you're seeing the progression of the court as he is being sued by Eduardo and also by the Winklevosses, if I'm saying their names correctly. Winklevosses.
Is it there on the list? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you're looking at. I thought you memorized.
And
camera just stopped, by the way.
So the movie revolves around mostly about the cases of his friend Eduardo and then the Winklevosses suing him. The Winklevosses are suing him for stealing the idea of Facebook, and then Eduardo is suing him for taking advantage of the contracts they had signed and lowering his percentage in the company, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And throughout you're seeing like, oh, well, Mark Zuckerberg was not as great of a guy as you thought he was originally. And there's a more dark, I guess, background to this whole creation of Facebook. And a lot of taking advantage of and manipulation going on. And basically how the movie ends is the Winklevosses, they get their money. Mark Zuckerberg, he's basically settling so that Facebook keeps growing and stays in good light, basically. Mm-hmm. And Eduardo signs an undisclosed amount. They never say how much he got in settlement, but his status of co-founder of Facebook had been removed, which is part of him suing, and that had been restored by the end of the movie as well as part of the case.
Nice.
So yeah, in the end, Eduardo got their money, and his status as co-founder had been restrained, but their friendship
shattered to pieces.
All over Facebook. Who even uses that app anymore?
Yeah, you know.
I look for cars on Facebook Marketplace.
It's the only thing.
Sometimes.
I wouldn't buy a car off of Facebook Marketplace.
I'm worried. I don't know how to do person-to-person sales.
Gotta get that PS5.
But I know a couple people who have done it, so I'm going to talk to them. But that's a topic for another time. Any other highlights, or what do you want to do next? Review, cast?
What do you think? What do you guys think of the movie?
Would like rating or just giving our spiel?
Rating.
Spiel. It's a fun word.
Spiel.
Spiel.
Go spiel it.
Spiel
Spiel it up.
It's actually not the same word. One's German, and the other one I have no idea. What I think? I personally really enjoyed the movie. I like the cast, which we will go into shortly. I liked the screenwriting of the movie, the way that they presented the information, the back and forth. I know not everyone is a fan of the cuts where they of this style of movie where they cut from one point of time to another, but I like that because it adds more dynamisms, dynamo. That's a place where there's greater dynamic in it. Maybe, just kidding. But also true. Where was I? It adds dynamic because there's two different points in time where they're cutting back and forth so that you get a bigger picture simultaneously, and I just enjoy that style of movie personally, and it's history based, which I always love a good biopic.
True, that's
biopic.
true. That's true. Joe, what did you like the movie?
It was actually a good history movie.
Have you ever seen the movie?
Huh?
Have you ever seen the movie?
I have not, actually.
Okay.
Well, that makes a difference. That makes a difference.
Of course. All right. Ben, what do you rate this movie?
It has been a few years since I have seen it, so I do not remember everything, but I do recall that I really liked it at the time I watched it, so I'd probably say a 7.5 to an 8, if I recall correctly.
I really liked the movie, and but on second watch, it was a little bit more dull, I would say. However, I'd still give it a good rating. I would say it's still 8, and still an 8 for me. That movie's still an 8.
Nice.
Definitely.
Just for me, I felt like it needed some flair, like a big name, like The Rock or something. So
I mean, it had
6.
a few good names in
Justin
it.
Timberlake.
Yeah, and Andrew
He's not
Garfield,
really-
Jesse Eisenberg, and a couple of people.
When did this movie come out?
2010.
Okay, that's fair for the time.
It was 13, 14 almost by the time you watch this. I don't know when it came out, what part of 2010. But hey.
Good review.
Oh, it's on Netflix.
Overall, it was a good movie.
It was a good movie. And now, we're going to briefly go into the cast. As I said, Jesse Eisenberg plays Mark Zuckerberg. Andrew Garfield, Eduardo Severin. You probably know him. I don't know who he is. He's up there. But Justin Timberlake, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Parker. He was a guy who invented something, an app that was successful. And then he helped Jesse Eisenberg take it off, or make Facebook take off more than it already had. You said you know Dakota Johnson.
Yes.
I have seen her in something, I'm sure. Don't remember who she is.
Familiar. She's been in
Yeah.
stuff.
Rashada Jones. She's been in a couple things, but most notably Parks and Recreation,
Ooh.
or also known short by Parks and Rec,
Mm-hmm.
as most people refer to it as. I think I've seen Brenda Song in something. She played Krista Link. Don't know who she was in this movie. Don't remember if she has been in anything I've seen. Her face is just familiar. Maybe an episode of Psych.
She's in Zack and Cody.
That's what it is. I saw a couple
Wait, is that
episodes with
her?
Nate.
Wait, that's that one girl.
Mm-hmm.
The rich one?
Max. No, I'm just remembering him from the movie.
No way.
I'm not recognizing any of the. Wait, Amy Ferguson. Do I know her? For something? I don't know.
No, you
That's pretty much all the people I know. I don't know if you guys know anybody else, but
don't. What a weak cast.
I mean, it had 3 really good names.
It's a strong cast.
It was pretty good. And I mean, even if I didn't know all the people in the movie, they did an excellent job acting. So even if they're not like, A-list stars or whatever, they still did a very impressive job. So yes, that is all I have. Anything else to add before we close out this episode?
I don't think so.
Good night, America.
And also, remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your friends, which also means share, and check out our merchandise store.
We have received the Golden Globe Award.
It's
for
not the Golden
Best
Globes.
I don't know what
Podcast.
that is.
But it was this school thing from a college thing. But that's unrelated. If you want to ask more or you want to know more about it, just email us. But also, if you want to go find our merchandise store, email us and we'll send you a private link because we cannot have it public because it costs a lot of money. But it'd be the same price if it was public. Just email us if you want to check out our merch store. It's a bunch of cool stuff.
We love you guys. This has been the Trivialist of Trivia.
Yeah.
What a trivial time it has been.
Indeed. All right.
Bro, you